Hey, gang, we are in John chapter 14 right now, and in a moment I'm going to be reading verses 1 through 4. If any of you had watched the previous video I did, which was on this same passage, it was a little bit long. I wanted to take it down because it was like 9 or 10 minutes. I didn't want it to be that long, so I took it down. All right, so what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be looking at this verse. Now, keep in mind, we're looking at Jesus and his disciples. They are just finishing up what we know as the Last Supper. It is the last night before Jesus is going to get arrested and he's going to be going to the cross. And he is going to be teaching his disciples a lot in these next few chapters. And he's going to be getting more intimate with them than he's ever been before. And at the same time, because we're reading this, he's going to be intimate with us as well. That's the whole point, is that we are going to read this stuff so that we understand who Jesus is, and we're going to hear what he has to say to his disciples. So here he says, in verses 1 through 4, he says, "Do not let your hearts be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me. My Father's house has many rooms. If that were not so, I would have told you that I would not have told you that I am going to prepare a place for you. And if I do go and prepare a place for you, I will come back and take you to be with me, so that you may be where I am. You know the way to the place where I am going." Jesus is referring to him going back to heaven, but his disciples do not understand this yet. He started out by saying, "Do not let your hearts be troubled. Believe in God, believe also in me." Now, there's a reason why their hearts were troubled. Jesus had just got done telling them that one of them was going to betray him. He also told them that eventually all of them are going to deny him, and that he's also going to be leaving them and that they can't go with him at this time. So they are troubled. They're confused. They don't understand. But he assures them, if you believe in God, believe in me. Everything I'm telling you is true. Now, how can we relate that to us? Exactly what Jesus is saying. Do not let your heart be troubled. We don't have those same troubles that the disciples were going to have, but we do have troubles of our own in this earth. That's just the way it goes. Troubles are going to be with us almost every day. But Jesus is saying, don't worry about it. I will take care of you. He's also telling us that his Father's house has many rooms, and that he will come back to get us so that we can be with him. So what he's saying there is that, yes, you're going to have a lot of troubles. Yes, you're going to be confused, but don't worry about it. You're going to get through this, because one day I am going to come back to get you so that you can be with me in heaven. And that's exactly how I look at life. I understand now that there are a lot of problems in my life and in our lives. And I understand all of the problems that I have been through up to this point. God got me through them. Because why? I'm still here. I never killed myself. No, and nobody ever killed me because of it. So my hope is in heaven. I'm looking forward to heaven because I know that Jesus has prepared a place for me. And I can't wait to see it. I have read the Bible and I've seen many examples of what heaven is like, and I'm going to be sharing those as we go along. So what I want you to understand is that there are problems in this life, but this life is not everything. Our eternity is everything, and where we spend it. And we must trust him. We must trust God. We must trust Jesus to get us through this life and to take us home with him. Now, what I'm going to be maybe doing is, because there's so much in here, is I want to probably put up a series of videos as we go along, not just week by week. You're not under any obligation whatsoever to read them as soon as they come out. Just know that they're there. And just keep in mind that there are going to be more. They're not going to be once a week, because there's just so much in these next few chapters that I want to be able to teach you, pass off what I've learned to you as I learn it. I don't want to wait a week. So for now, have yourself a great week.